When you have an off day, get outside, put your feet in the ground, love on Mother Earth. Remember to get grounded and get back to where it is you need to be, that connection, that spiritual above, so below, and start making a difference in your life. And when you make a difference in your life, you'll see you can heal your children, you can heal everything that's falling apart around you. We've been at war for so long, and a lot of it is the loss of that love that we're promised, it's the one guarantee in life that you're born into. And somehow that gets changed around through control and power and greed. And if you think about what it is everybody wants, at some point it has nothing to do with this. It has nothing to do with the greatness of the earth and the love and support that this planet has to offer us. You know, if we didn't have this unique atmosphere and the ability to grow and change and learn and be a part of something that's really connected, like the trees with their root systems under the ground, we wouldn't understand the beauty that the universe has to offer. This is like the biggest playground you could ever imagine. You have oceans, mountains, rivers, deserts. Just keep going in your brain and you'll think of every different terrain that there is. And when you look on other planets, you don't have that uniqueness that Earth allows us to have. So if we can begin to embrace the gift that we've been given, and even in the Bible it says that Adam and Eve were locked out of the garden, and in my opinion we've destroyed the garden. You know, it can come back. You have the ability to plant trees and watch everything become fruitful again. But when you have city after city after city taking over the land and everything's owned by the government, how do you get your garden back? You know, how do you bring back the beauty that was once here that allowed everybody to think freely and explore and feel brave and strong, when you keep putting cities that are meant to block your intuition, keep you from feeling alive, and just work, work, work? Because one thing everybody hears is misery loves company. And the one thing we forget is joy loves company. And you have to pick and choose which side you want to be on. You know, what do you want to feed that day? Do you want to be miserable and just keep thinking, oh, tomorrow will be better? Because tomorrow is going to be exactly the same as today if you don't change your mindset. If you can't begin to realize that you're here for a reason. And I know I keep saying this, and I'm going to keep saying this, because it's one of those things that we forget. We forget that we're here for a greater purpose other than to work and compete with one another and tear each other down. You're not meant to be here to be number one. You're meant to be here to be with number one, which is all. And when we can get back to all, then we can get back to the greatness that we once had, that interconnectedness with nature that allowed us to live and learn on a bigger aspect, to understand where to find food, to understand how to be nomadic and explore and travel with the seasons and not disrupt everything around us. But at some point, that disruption arrived on this continent. And one thing that I've looked into is Wetiko, and you'll have to look it up if you want to know deeper into it, but it is the virus of greed, and you can't get over it until you realize you have it. And when I realized that my heart was living in a world of greed, not necessarily my mind, because we can make our minds believe what we want, but when it comes to your heart, sometimes it's hard to know the truth that lies within you, because your ego will say, oh no, that's not you. You know, it lets you judge everyone around you with very little thought about your own actions. So instead of looking at everyone around you and saying, oh, they're failing because of this or they're failing because of that, consider looking at yourself and see how you can make life better and what you can do to create that sunshine again. And just remember, go out and get grounded. Go to the beach. Put your feet in the sand. Put your feet in the grass. If all you have is a dirt patch, have at it, Make a mud puddle and squish your feet in the mud just so you can feel that feeling again when you were little and playing in the rain. And if it rains, go out and dance in it. Turn some music on. Live your life to the fullest, and who cares what your neighbors say or how anybody's judging you? Because in the end, you're the one that has to live with you, and you're the one that has to sleep and get up and keep going. No one's going to do that for you. So let your spirit shine. Let it play. Go back to being younger and carefree and understand that there's a whole life ahead of you, no matter how old you are, and that it's okay to laugh and smile. So love and light to all of you, and wishing you blessings and a great day.